repairs. We decided we gotta do both of them. Looks like they're putting it out. These are blending together.
That was crazy.
I can't believe all that happened.
So we decided to finally move back to Utah because we have been out in Massachusetts for 12 to 13 years, and Jordan had his own solar company out there, and I was teaching and we raised our kids there, but all of our families here in Utah, and things just started working out and where we felt like it was time to move back.
So half of the reason that we're moving out here and why we're filming this is because we're going to be building a house. And we had to move out here to build that house because we just bought a lot here in Mapleton, Utah.
The journey we had over those 3 days is what you're going to see in this video. And it's not just a boring drive. Every day something happens. And every day we're like, oh, that could have been worse. And then it gets worse. And then it gets worse. And then catastrophe.
Well, let's just get into it and let you guys see for yourself what happened. What's so ironic about this moment here is that the day before, I think you said it could be worse. We could be in the middle of Wyoming.
Yeah. Couldn't have been any easier.
Could have been worse.
Could have been worse. We could have been in the middle of Wyoming. And the worst thing happened in Wyoming.
And then literally, I think we have it on film, literally like within seconds, the moment we enter Wyoming, the worst thing on the trip happens to us.
I know. It's just predestined for us to have issues.
Right. Watch this. So what I think we're going to be seeing right here is a dash cam that I had just installed like 2 days before the road trip. I'd never installed a dash cam, never had one before in my life, and I thought that there would be a need for it this time, which I think there was.
Yeah.
My dad was driving my pickup truck, and he was right behind me, which I was driving the U-Haul with the trailer, and this giant semi truck was kind of giving me some troubles, and he was crowding me on the left shoulder, and that's when it all happened. You can see it in the video.
What was crazy is that Camric all of a sudden just whipped out his phone and started filming from the U-Haul because he was with you.
Yeah.
And he was like, something's happening, and he just whipped out his phone. So that was cool to see it from your perspective.
Yeah.
Not cool, but like.
Well, it was cool. But yeah, you can see he zoomed into the mirror and you can see the trailer just fly off.
Oh my gosh. And I was 2 cars behind you. So there was you, and then there was your dad, and then I was behind Chuck, and we had walkie-talkies the whole time, but at that moment, mine was dead, and yours was dead, and only your dad's was working. So when you hear him talking, he's trying to be like, Jordan, pull over, and you didn't have it on, so you didn't even know he was telling you to pull over. And I'm like, oh my gosh, and I'm trying to like call you on my phone because I see sparks flying, and I'm like, I thought you popped another tire.
I did too.
And then
I thought it was our third tire.
Yeah.
But our third tire actually happens a little bit later, which you'll see.
So
3 pop tires.
So stupid. Oh my gosh.
But what you're also going to see in just a second is we actually made a brush fire in the state of Wyoming.
Yeah.
Okay, so really bad. We have a huge brush fire happening because Jordan's trailer detached on the middle of the...
So I was in that video, I looked really calm, but I was actually like shaking. I was really scared, and I was trying to stay calm for the kids. And they kept saying, oh no, the police are here. And I'm like, no, that's good. They were freaking out, and they kept saying, oh no, the police are here. Are we gonna get in trouble? I'm like, no, we're not gonna be in trouble. They're here to help. And they were so helpful. But I internally was like, oh my gosh, I was shaking. I do not do well in situations like that, but I'm trying to keep it together for the kids. So that was actually really scary for me, and I knew you guys had it, but I was scared.
Road. And now there's this big fire happening behind us that we need to get put out. So that's not good. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, we need that fire put out. So we called 911 and they're coming to
Oh, I see a
hopefully
police.
put out the fire.
No, do you see that?
Yeah, they're coming. They're coming. So, we're hoping everything goes okay.
This is the time when Utah had like 4 massive, and I'm talking massive wildfires. It was like national news, you can remember, just like a month ago. And it was during the time that that was happening, we thought we were gonna catch the entire state of Wyoming on fire.
I thought it was gonna, as you see in the video, you can see it like going across almost the frontage road. And I didn't think they were gonna get there in time, but they responded really quickly.
Yeah.
Like, I think as soon as, because you called 911, I called 911, and I'm like, there's a fire, you need to get out here and put it out. That's what I was most worried about.
Me neither. The police are here to help out. I don't know how the chains broke and everything. It's okay. They're gonna get rid of it. The fire truck's almost there. Because the ambulance, the fire people are there. What they're here for. Emergency services are here to help out.
How did it unpack?
I have no idea.
Right, and the fire was the jack stand hitch on the trailer. Once the trailer nosedived into the road going 60 miles an hour, the jack stand hitch snapped off, and well, it was skidding around along the road creating sparks, and that thing was so hot, so the moment it touched any of those dry weeds, it caught it on fire. So there was like 4 different smaller fires all over the moment that the trailer came off.
Yeah. Well, today just keeps getting, this road trip keeps getting worse and worse. So I was driving and a big semi truck cut me off and I had to swerve to the right, and I don't know what happened, but my trailer came completely off and dragged by itself for like 20 feet. And I mean, we actually backed up the U-Haul from clear over where that FedEx truck is right now, and the trailer by itself landed here, and it drug all the way from where that fire is. And the sparks from the trailer came out and caused that wildfire over there. With how dry it is in Utah right now, I was afraid that it was going to cause a huge fire, so we called 911 right away. But yeah, so this is my third thing from this road trip out to Utah.
We called 911, and
Looks like they're putting it out though. They were on top of it, so.
within like minutes,
Yeah,
it was fantastic. They were there within like, I don't know, like 2 minutes.
They were so helpful.
I mean, maybe it is spreading. Yeah, you can see it spreading right there.
But the people of Wyoming and Nebraska, they were fantastic.
It's just a long drive of nothing, and of course, I don't know, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, but I want to give a shout out to everybody in the video that I don't know who they are, but there was 2 state troopers, 2 like highway service people,
Yeah.
or 3 or 4 of them. The first guy that was there, he was super awesome. I don't remember his name, but he was kind of putting himself out there, because there was some, when we were trying to get our trailer off and out, there was these huge semi trucks coming out, and he was out in the middle of the road like, get over. You'll see that in a second.
He was so nice.
Yeah. I mean, you imagine what our road trip would have actually been like if the trailer had kept going and then tipped over into the berm or into the ditch.
I thought that was going to happen when I saw it go. I'm like, oh, well, there's all our stuff.
Yeah.
And it's going to go and roll over. We're going to be here stuck in Wyoming. We were how many hours away?
We were like 4 hours away.
I know. And we're just like, oh my, I was just like, of course.
Yeah. I had specifically bought that trailer like probably 3 weeks before that incident happened in Massachusetts, just to haul more than half of our stuff. And it was packed to the brim. I think we're going to see that in another video, how packed we got that trailer. And if that thing rolled over, it would have just been icing on the cake. Crazy.
Yeah. And when you open the trailer, you can see how packed it is. We have mattresses holding things up, and it's just packed full of stuff. But luckily, what was the coolest thing?
Every time we had an incident on this road trip, as we mentioned, and I'll say it quite a bit in the video, which was kind of the funny thing, is that every single personal possession that I own was in these trailers. So if I needed a tool, something to fix something, then it was just right there at my disposal to dig into my trailer, pull it out, use it for whatever I needed it for, and then just fix it.
Well, and it's funny in the moment that your dad mentions, don't you have that hoist? And you're like, what hoist?
Oh yeah.
And then he's like, the thing that you have, and you're like, oh yeah, we should get that out to lift up the trailer, because you weren't even thinking about it at that point. You're just probably like, how are we gonna get this done? And your dad had the wherewithal to be like, hey, you have that tool.
I'm gonna lift my trailer up with my hoist. It's an engine hoist.
Yeah, and that was so funny because the only way that trailer was going to get lifted off, I mean, even if all 6 men, grown men out there helping us were to grab it, we still wouldn't lift this 10,000 pound trailer. Right.
Yeah.
We have this engine hoist that was, for the funniest thing, the most perfect tool for the job, just to get it off. If we didn't have that tool, we would have had to call this big tow truck, either tow it out of there or just lift it up onto the U-Haul ourselves with that truck. And that would have been a way more expensive incident rather than just coincidentally having that thing on hand to use that.
Yeah, that was nice. I think too, one thing that's crazy is that your trailer pretty much got no damage.
Yeah.
Except for the hitch thing that fell off.
Right, and just some scrapes on the undercarriage. Other than that, it was perfectly fine.
I remember when you got that engine hoist to fix your telehandler on the last build, and I remember
what you're gonna say.
And I thought it was so ridiculous. I remember it was expensive. I'm like, why do you need this? And you have used that thing so many times. And here's another instance where you actually got its money's worth.
I know, it's fantastic.
I'm always anti all your purchases because I don't think they're necessary.
I think most men can relate to that because they'll buy a very specific tool and maybe use it 5 times, but then when the moment comes again, like after a year or 2 that they actually really need the tool, they're like, yes!
It's like that one, have you seen that where he has to raise the bed?
Yeah, and
a little bit, and he's running, and then he has that.
It's a YouTube video.
Is it a YouTube video? It's so funny. That's what it reminds me of.
But men just get so excited when they have something that they deem valuable and they get to use it.
I know. You guys are funny.
So I'm sure a lot of you guys are wondering, well, how in the heck did your trailer come off of the U-Haul?
Is that a 2 1/8 ball?
That's a 2.
That's a 2.
That's what I just told you.
Yeah. That would be 5. Yep. Sorry. Yeah.
We had just bought, like I said, I just bought this trailer, and it's a sweet trailer. It has this rhino lining covering the entire undercarriage, covering the receiver, the little V part where it connects to the trailer. So that was all covered in rhino. And so they put this rhino lining on it to prevent rust. I'm sure that's really common on the East Coast. Anyway, the problem with the rhino lining is that they sprayed over the receiver hitch to say what size ball that the receiver is supposed to receive. Unfortunately, and I don't know why U-Haul does this, but they put a non-standard size ball hitch on the U-Haul 2 1/4 inch, and the receiver on the trailer is 2 1/2 inches. However, we couldn't see what the receiver size was because it was covered in the rhino lining.
But you probably didn't even know that the U-Haul ball was smaller than it was supposed to be either.
But the U-Haul ball did say the size on it, but after the fact, I looked at the standard size 2 1/2 inch ball in comparison to the one that was welded onto the U-Haul truck. And if you look at it visually, you can't even really tell.
Right.
I mean, if you studied it for more than 5 minutes, but who's going to do that when a hurry to hitch up all their trailers and get going?
Right.
That was the
it
problem.
made it a really long ways.
Yeah, we had it on that smaller ball hitch with the larger receiver, I don't know, maybe 3 hours before incident, which was kind of crazy that we went that long without it popping off.
Yeah.
The only reason it popped off was because that stupid semi-truck made me go off into the left shoulder, and then it hit a bump, and then it popped it right off.
I see.
Thank you. you're terminated, huh?
Shout out to these people here in Wyoming. They were probably some of the nicest people I've ever met on the side of the road. Look how helpful they are.
Yeah, they're very nice.
Well, I guess I'm going with you guys.
Gosh. We had you bought little radios.
This is Chuck, Jordan's dad, and he is literally the nicest, most helpful guy ever. He is the best guy ever. He just rolled with it, and he was such a good calming presence to have, and he just always had the wherewithal of things to do. I guess that's what comes with lots of life experience, but he just rolled with it, and he just helped you so much. Like, I cannot thank your dad enough.
What is this? Because I looked at your stuff when we pulled in and oh, he's all
What
dead.
is this?
We can't
I want the
get
movie.
home.
I want the yeah.
I can't.
Oh, this is the second tire at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and we're just like 2 hours away from home or to Utah, our destination.
I know. I was so exhausted, and this was just the icing on the cake.
Right. This happened probably like 3 hours after the trailer came off. We popped another tire.
And we were an hour away.
An hour away.
Yes.
But good thing I bought those extra tires.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Nah, it'll hold. No.
We gonna open up the garage?
You know the code?
I got the
We just pulled up to our temporary house. This is where we're going to stay for 2 years to build our home. Okay, so after that crazy road trip fiasco, we are finally moving into our new townhome, and this is us seeing it for the first time.
Wasn't a scam. We've never seen this place before. We drove all the way to
Buy
the
sight
garage.
uns,
Okay,
rent
this
sight
is
uns.
only my garage. There's no way my truck will fit in.
This video right here is the kids' first reaction of the house. I think we were all just had no idea what to expect. It was just so surreal that this was going to be our house for the next 2 years. And even looking at it today, it still just feels like temporary, which I guess it is, but
Here, and the couch goes around. I already feel cramped, but it's gonna be good. It's nice. I like it.
in here.
I hope you like it. I like it. It's nice. It's cute.
Camera, come on.
Kara, this is where you're living.
So closet. Camera, this is your bathroom and closet. Camera, that's your closet.
Bro.
Where's camera?
Karen has a humongous room.
it actually was surprisingly way better than we thought it was going to be. All new and nice, and I actually really like living here.
The kids, however, I don't know if you can tell by some of their expressions here, they weren't too pleased with it, but since we moved in, they've gotten used to it. It's not bad.
These rooms are so small.
It's perfect. Just how you needed it. It's perfect. It'll fit your bed.
I can put my bed this way.
And a desk.
This is my room. This is so small. This is small.
You guys got little itty bitty rooms.
Mom, this is unfair.
Duh, it's or you can sleep outside. Enzo, you can sleep outside. Oh.
There's a bidet. So you guys can squirt your butt with water.
You got a little man cave in
But we
there.
got a nice closet. I like the shower. Oh, you guys' closet is big. Look at this nice shower.
Mom, your closet's bigger than the girls' room.
As we mentioned, we just got our permit back, so we're super stoked about that. And for our next video, we are going to take you on our little adventure of buying an excavator. This, as I've mentioned in some of these other videos, I am so excited about this excavator because as a little boy, that's all I've ever wanted to do was just have land and dig holes. And now I get to really actually do it. I want to invite all you guys to make sure that you watch this next video because we're going to teach Brittany how to drive it. And she's never done anything like this before.
Oh my gosh. I am awful. I already know I'm going to be awful at it. Please don't make me.
No, when I'm not around and you need to dig a hole, I'm gonna
be digging a hole.
teach you when I'm not around.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, Make sure you watch the next one.